everybody.
Hey.
It's the Sneed Girls and Ollie back there. But
Hopefully
today
he don't come flying and barking and land on Abigail's head or my head.
he probably will. But today we are going to be doing something really different. We've been telling y'all since like Wednesday we're going to be doing something really different Friday. Tune in. So what we're going to be doing today, we're actually going to be doing a Q&A with the Sneed Girls.
Exclusive interview.
Yeah. So we have a lot of new people that follow the Sneed Girls, and some of our followers that we've known forever don't really know a lot about us. So we're going to do a Q&A, and our mom is like right there. She didn't want to be on camera, but she's right behind the camera, right behind the computer.
Hello.
There she is. And she has compiled a bunch of questions to ask us. So you ready to go, Mom?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
Okay, I hope this isn't embarrassing.
Yeah, I hope I don't say nothing embarrassing.
I hope I don't
And
either.
they don't know any of these questions. I've come up with these questions, so they have no idea.
We refused. I asked her to tell me one of them, but she wouldn't. And
I didn't. I don't want to know.
I didn't
I didn't want to know what they were.
But
Neither did I.
we do better just doing it straight off the cuff. So, okay.
Okay, so first off, what does the 3 hearts at the end of all of your replies stand for? And you can say this, you don't have to write it down. Just what are the 3 hearts?
Okay, you want to explain
Oh,
this?
okay. So, the 3 hearts. So, me, Kayla, and Lydia, when we first started Facebook, we're not really good at designing like things. Like we don't know how to make like a logo or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed something that the phone would let me do. So I was like, okay, I love hearts. You love hearts.
Yeah, I do.
Lydia loves hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to go with hearts, but they each have our colors. So Caitlin is purple.
Yeah.
I am yellow, and Lydia is green. That's our favorite colors. And so anytime on Facebook that you see those hearts, it means one of us has wrote that. Or if you see a comment and it's got a yellow heart, that means I wrote the comment. Or Caitlin, if it's purple, she wrote the comment, and the same with Lydia.
Yeah.
So that's why after everything we put the line of hearts, and it's oldest to youngest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's purple. It's purple.
That's descriptive.
It's purple,
Okay.
yellow, green. So it's this way.
Yeah, and if we all put a song on there, then it'll have all our hearts on there. Like
Yeah.
If it's a collective post, I guess.
Yeah.
It'll be on there.
If it comes from all of us, and all 3 of the hearts are going to be there.
And if you see hearts on my page, Abigail responds to everyone on my page. I don't respond to anybody. No hard feelings. I just don't know anything about it really that much.
I really don't know much about
so
Facebook.
yeah,
either.
I don't. So Abigail is the one that has all those hearts on there. So
That's
you
from
see
me,
hearts,
y'all.
It's from Abigail.
Love y'all.
So what are y'all's nicknames? What are y'all?
Oh boy. Okay. Mine are simple.
I don't know if I want to put this one. Abigail, it's your nickname for me.
What's my nickname?
Okay, ready? Let's.
How do I gotta? Hold on.
I don't have a lot of
hold on.
nicknames.
I got one.
Oh yeah, I got that same one.
And some people. Okay. Hold on.
Me sometimes.
You never call me that.
No, I don't.
You never call me that. Oh, Mom. Hold on. I gotta put what Mom calls me all the time because I'm always getting into doing something I ain't supposed to do. Okay.
Yeah, she does.
All right. Go, Caitlin.
Wait,
go first.
Lydia, okay. Can I explain them too?
Yeah.
Okay. Papa Wayne calls me this, and he says it Princess. And then Abigail calls me Moo. I don't know why she calls me
I'll say,
that.
"Hey, Moo, come in here."
She literally does.
It's
And
just something we.
Scooter, Papa Bud calls me this, and I think it's because when I was a little baby and learning how to walk, I wasn't successful, and I would just scoot on the ground.
Backwards.
And he still calls me this, and they all call me this.
And Kate, Bruce.
Oh yeah, Brianna and Kaylee, they call me Kate, and Kaylee used to call me I don't know how to spell this, but Kaka, and I think she still sometimes will.
She does call you Kaka.
And Sophie, I'm not really sure what she calls me. For some reason, my name is really hard for babies to say, so I don't think she really calls me much of anything yet. But
Okay.
in due time.
Okay, Abigail.
Okay, so that's the sloppiest handwriting ever. But this is Abby. Everybody,
Except me.
Mom,
I refuse.
I don't call her Abby. My family that
I
lives in
never
this
have.
house will never call me Abby.
Never.
None of them have ever called me Abby. I don't know why. If I meet you, I'll say, hi, I'm Abigail, but you can call me Abby. Because every friend I have calls me Abby.
No.
So, people call me Abby. And then Terry, my uncle, Derek, my other uncle, he calls me Red. Because of the red hair. They can say, hey, Red, come here. And then Mama Cindy calls me Abby Girl. And then Kaylee, my cousin, calls me Abigail. Papa Wayne calls me Princess. People call me Ab. And then Mom, every time I get in trouble, Abigail Marie, get in here now.
Every time.
So I hear that a lot.
I forgot one I had too, actually, when you said what Mama Cindy calls you. Mama Cindy calls me baby, and she always has ever since I've been little.
Okay, Lynn.
For mine, Kaylee, when she was little, she couldn't say Lydia, so she always called me Wee Wee. Every time. And she still sometimes does. Sophie, Brandon's always called me Lid, which is my nickname that everyone uses. And then Mom, when it's supper time, she always stands at the bottom of the stairs and goes, Lydia! Every time. So that's what Mom calls me, and Dad calls me Lid.
Mom calls you Lid. Too.
And
calls
yeah,
me
Mom
Liddy.
calls me Lid too.
Yeah, you get called Liddy. Papa Boy calls you Liddy.
And Mama
Mama
calls
Wayne calls you
me
Liddy.
Little Bitty Witty.
Yeah.
That's what Mama calls
Dad
me.
will too.
She's always called me that. And I asked Sophie the other day what's my name, and she said what? So I guess that's my name.
How old?
And she does call me
Sophie's like,
that.
what, 2? Gonna be 2? So
She is soon. She just turned.
she just turned 2. Yeah.
So, of the 3 girls, the only one that I do not call by their actual name is Lydia. I call her Lid. And the only one really I have to say their middle name a lot is Abigail. And it's literally thousands of times a day.
Caitlin Danielle is heard as like,
If you ever hear Caitlin Danielle, get down here now. She's in bad trouble.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you hear Abigail Marie,
Yeah.
I get called that all the time because
happens every day.
I'm always doing something I ain't supposed to do.
Okay, of the 3,
Oh.
now this is where you're going to use your board.
Oh, okay.
Right? Who you think gets this one? Who is the funniest of you 3? Who's the funniest?
this was, I don't know.
Do I
I'm
have
going
to
to be
can I pick them
nice.
both?
No. Who's the funniest? Pick one.
Does it have to be
One.
Oh.
You have to divide your thinking out of the 3
Oh.
and go one way.
Who I don't pick, I'm sorry.
And
I
they
think
never do
you're funny.
anything unless it's in 3s, so they don't know how to. They're almost like triplets.
Yeah, for real.
one? My answer's going to be bad.
I feel really sad. Pick another one.
Okay.
Are you
Here we
kidding?
go. All right. Turn them around.
No, I look like a bully.
I mean,
I'm clearly the funniest.
all right. It depends on their mood. I will say who is the funniest. They all have tendencies depending on their mood.
They make me laugh.
My mom
Okay,
really-
of the 3, who is the most athletic?
Oh, I know this.
Like, what do you mean athletic?
Sports.
Like
I know this.
running around the yard 1,000 times and not
No,
get tired?
just- I think your
athletic, like you can
ability.
do sports, like
Like
ability.
your abilities.
Yeah. Athletic, like sports.
I
and-
love sports, but
Does
I'm not
working
going to
out
be on
count?
these boards.
No, athletic,
No,
like
your
games.
your ability, your skills. Like if
If
you were
it's
thrown
kick-
out in the field.
If it's kickball, then you know I'm gonna win that game. So, but
Okay.
athletic,
Yep, turn them around. And you can, y'all
I
can
need
make
your
it
board.
shorter, put K, A, or L.
okay.
You don't have to
Can I
write
see
the
your
whole name.
marker?
My
All right.
marker's literally dead.
you just saw my name.
Okay, so
Okay.
here's one, Lynn.
Thank you. My marker is literally.
Okay,
Oh,
You cheater.
2 seconds. 1,
I got.
2.
You only get to choose one.
I
Flip
know,
it around.
but I'm sorry.
she
One.
already failed, and he's like,
One.
I like to cheat on games.
Caitlin will cheat so fast in a game. Like
I'd like to see if I can get away with
like
it.
we'll play Uno, and she'll cheat the entire game.
You know who always sees you?
Well,
It's called God.
yeah.
He's called God.
He's
All
throwing a
right.
fit because he can't get under the
Yeah,
bucket.
he's
All
angry.
right, so Lydia, the most athletic. Who else? Lydia. Yes.
I got Lydia.
I would
I
agree
voted
with
Lydia.
that. Yes. All right. Oh, this one's gonna be interesting to see your opinion. Put K, A, or L to make it
Oh,
shorter.
okay.
I got
Who's
three
the
things.
most competitive of you 3?
Oh god, this is so
Can I see
easy.
your marker? when
This
you're
is so easy.
Did neither one of those work, Lydia?
done?
I got some in my room.
Look at. Don't show it. Oh, okay. Reveal time ain't happened yet.
Ready, go.
Caitlin.
100% Caitlin.
Yeah.
100% Caitlin.
Caitlin takes it personally.
Lid, I'm
games.
sorry.
I
Caitlin
get-
takes the cake on
It's
that one.
so competitive.
Oh, here we go. This one's going to be super easy. Who is the clumsiest of
Oh.
the
Oh.
Although I can be really clumsy sometimes.
I got a story to say when Mom gets back here. I got a story and it makes me laugh all the time.
What is it?
You'll know.
Oh,
I've been literally showing my board this whole time.
three? All right.
Okay.
Upstairs, where's your drawer?
It's in that blue caboodle
Okay.
in there somewhere.
Turn them around. Absolutely 1000%.
Yeah, and that causes. I get so annoyed. I'm like, I've got to
It's
get it
me.
together.
Okay, I got a story to say.
She's so clumsy.
I got a story to say.
Her head would be everywhere if it was not attached to her body. And that
Yeah,
is the
it
truth.
is.
I cannot help it. I try to be good. I
can't
try to.
vibe
I
with
tell
that.
myself, Abigail, you need to be more sophisticated and you need to
At
act like
least
you
a
got
little
some
bit
sense.
more.
I have that talk with myself.
A
every
little
day.
more serious,
And
like.
I'm not serious, but I'll tell you the truth. This is the literal truth. Okay, we were at our mama's house, Mama Cindy's house,
Oh.
and Mama Cindy knows this.
Oh god.
Okay, we were at her house one time. Mama Cindy always like makes us breakfast and all this stuff. Well, we just got done eating breakfast, and she said, "Hey, Abby, we were helping her rearrange her bedroom because she loves to rearrange her house. So we were helping her rearrange her room, and she said, "Hey, Abigail, please grab me that vacuum." Well, I'm gonna help Mama, so I went to reach for that vacuum. I tripped reaching for the vacuum, fell head first into her wall and fell through her wall. There's a hole. It was a hole. That was an old house. There's a hole still in
I
that
thought
wall.
you fell in like backwards into the wall.
I
Because
feel
it
like
left
I
your
feel-
behind print.
Yeah, it did.
No, I feel
Abigail,
like
it left your.
I feel
behind
sideways.
No, you
No,
left.
Abigail.
Oh
you-
yeah, I did.
Her
I
bed was
did.
hanging in the wall, and she was hanging.
I
in
was
the
hanging inside the house, and the rest of me was hanging almost outside the house.
That she didn't get mad.
Yeah,
Mama didn't
she's
get
so
mad,
like-
but I was like, Abigail.
There was a hole.
for real.
So-
It didn't
that
go all the
big.
way through. It was just the sheetrock. But you.
Papa had to like patch it up, but she never asked me to reach for that vacuum again, which I'm happy. I hate the vacuum.
Okay. Of the three of you, who is the laziest?
Oh, so easy.
Oh, I know.
Because I had to tell her about it today.
All right, turn it around.
But I used to be really bad. when I was little.
100,000% Lydia
Lydia
Listen,
is so lazy.
is the laziest.
so lazy.
I like taking my time with stuff. I don't like to rush and do things all at once. I do one task and then I take about
You
a
don't
30-minute
even
break.
do one task.
You only do one task in 24 hours.
Everything
Hey.
is I'll get it later, like lunch dishes the other day. And when I cooked supper, you still had not done lunch dishes, so I ended up washing both.
And that's disrespectful.
Yes.
Oh.
All
Sorry
right.
about that,
Yes. I
She's
agree.
so lazy.
She's lazy.
Yeah, y'all
I
don't
think
even
whenever
know.
you hit 14, you just get lazy all of a sudden.
I was
It
really
just
lazy when I
happens.
was little, but
Yeah.
I think I've tried to get
Breathing
better
was
with
kind of
that.
hard at times when you were younger.
When I was little.
You didn't want to do anything.
I didn't want
I
to
think
do
I
it.
was
Lydia
pretty
is lazy now. All right. Who is the most like me, Mom?
Oh.
Of you three, who is the most
Oh,
like
I know,
me?
I know. I had to
All
think
right,
for a
turn
little
them
bit
around.
there.
Liv, just put the initial.
She's writing messages
Oh,
for the
okay.
people.
I have mom's like
Okay.
the food that mom likes.
Oh.
I eat like her and her side of the
I
family.
know. I should have thought about that.
We
You go ahead.
we call Caitlin. I think Caitlin's most like Mom.
I have to say Abigail
I think Abigail
is
is.
the most like. Abigail has the most. There's some things she does like me, like falling through walls and stuff. That's I don't know where she gets that from, but
Neither do I.
she acts like
The
I
talking?
like I do.
How I talk, me and Mom, we could talk to you for like literally hours
Yeah.
and not stop. So
Yeah.
that I
I
get
know
It-
she does to me, and I'm like Abigail. I got things to
I
do.
get to talking and I cannot stop. It's just
Who is the most like Dad?
oh.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
That one's kind of gotten hard, but I'm gonna say
I know who it is.
All right.
But we all have
Oh,
tendencies.
you think?
that's what
I
thought.
think Caitlin. I think Caitlin.
Caitlin acts like you though, and like having to get things ready and get
And
things
so
prepared, which I'm
and
not like
sometimes serious.
Yeah.
I like to do jokes and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
you
do too.
I think
You do.
Lydia.
But I'm
Not
I'm the most
a
serious
ultimate
out of all of
trickster.
us.
Caitlin's super serious.
Who
Strictly business.
is obsessed with y'all? Who of the three of y'all is obsessed with chewing gum?
Oh,
Oh.
without a doubt. I got a story about
I
that
got a story too.
Oh yeah.
I got a story about that.
This is a
100%. All right, show them. Abigail.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
I got a story.
Hang on, we got to elaborate on this, please,
Okay.
if we can.
Okay, so
You go
you
ahead.
go ahead. You can explain
Okay,
better than I can.
Abigail will literally get, she usually gets those 15 extra,
It's a
15
steal.
piece gum. She usually gets them for 97 cents, but if she's feeling extra,
Oh.
she'll get the big pack that's like 40 or 50 pieces
For $3.
for $3.
Kind of steep for gum.
It is kind of steep. I tell her not to waste money like that, but she'll half the pieces.
Or quarter them.
There's reason behind that.
If there's a shortage, she'll quarter them.
Yes.
She makes a pack of gum. Literally, she'll make the little packs, not the big kind that she's talking about. She'll make them last for, I think, a season.
Yeah.
Literally, like 3 months.
And
Yeah.
this was before Corona.
Yeah.
The Great Depression and all this happened.
She's always done that. Like,
Yeah.
she's,
Yeah, she's
always
always
done
There's
it.
reasons. Number
Every
one
time.
reason, I cannot stand to chew a whole stick of gum. I cannot stand it.
I love it.
drives
I'll put a
me
bunch
crazy.
in there. I love chewing gum.
Dad doesn't like to either. I cannot stand to chew a whole piece of gum. And second, when I was 12, 13, 14, I still had a gum addiction. I love gum. And I like to have gum every day. I like to chew it
I
all
do
the time.
too.
It's like a nervous thing. I like to chew gum. And so, when you're 14, 13, you don't got a job. So I didn't have no money coming in. And so I literally had to scrape in the couch cushions for quarters. And so I would go out into the car, and I wouldn't steal. I'm not a thief, but I would go out into Dad's car and tell him, hey, if I find a coin on the floor, can I have it? And he said, yeah, just go in there. And I would tear the car apart.
It's kind of
She
fun.
really would.
Looking for quarters. And I would get like $5.
In
Like,
the washing machine and dryer.
I would dig in the washing machine. I'd have like a whole day of nothing but scavenging
She
around this
still
house.
looks for change like that.
I flipped this couch over. I'd dig around in it. I got me enough money for a pack of gum. I bought the gum, and then I didn't want them coming in and chewing all and wasting it. And ignore that. He does that. And I didn't want them coming in and wasting it. So I would split the gum. So one stick of gum I could split 4 ways.
And she won't give you any more if you still have some in your mouth.
No.
No.
That's a rule.
It's like
And
asking
if
for
you
$10,000.
drop it, it's like
A sin.
yes, it's like you can't if you drop it for some reason. And you're like, Abigail, can I have another half little sliver of gum? She's like, you've already had your portion today. I'm like, calm down a little. It's just gum.
I have to make it last.
Okay, of the 3, who loves Sour Patch Kids?
Oh, I hope I'm not wrong on this.
Okay.
Okay, flip it. Yes, Lydia.
Lydia
Except
Loves
it's like they hurt my teeth really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
But they're worth it, so.
of the 3, who loves Fun Dip?
Oh.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Caitlin is obsessed with Fun Dip.
I love
One
it.
Christmas, our Mandy, if you're watching, hi. Mandy buys us Fun Dip.
Yes,
And so
thank you.
She buys us tons, like this big pack of Fun
I
Dip.
love it.
Her and Derek.
Valentine's is my time because they have the big boxes.
Well, she bought a pack of Fun Dip, and I'll eat like a pack. I can't eat a lot of sweets. I'm not a big sweet person, but I love the blue
I
and
love
Fun Dip.
sweets.
So I'll
Me
eat
too.
one. And Caitlin, no joke, at Christmas time, remember?
Yeah.
She went on a 2-week, like, crazy, like, sugar high. Like, she was so beyond
Yeah,
hyper. It
that-
was crazy.
It was.
She ate, like, how many packs did Mandy get? Like, 50
I
packs?
ate probably like a whole box.
She ate a whole box. That, you know, it's
I
not,
was excited for Christmas and the Fun Dip and all the sugar from the Fun Dip, so I was jacked up. And I'm really hyper anyway about stuff I'm excited about. So yeah, I was that.
And,
I
and it was
really,
red Fun Dip, so
She-
you were extra over the top.
Yeah, that's my
ate
favorite.
the entire box, and I went in there and was like, Caitlin, can I have a pack of blue Fun Dip? And she's like, it's all gone. And it was like just a week it was there.
Yeah.
She ate it all.
Okay, so what is your favorite gospel song?
Oh,
Gospel song? Oh.
I don't really have a favorite, but the first one that kind of popped in my head, strangely, I really like this song, and Abigail really like how you do this.
All right.
I don't
Abigail,
know my
choose
favorite
one.
gospel song.
I don't have favorites.
Oh. Okay.
You just like them all?
Yeah,
It
I
depends
don't
on
have
your mood with
favorites.
songs. Like, you have a favorite at certain times in your life.
That's true. Oh.
I really like this one.
Is that a gospel song?
Caitlin's Wayfaring Stranger.
That's
Yeah.
not my favorite per
Papa
se,
Wayne
but that's
loves
what popped in my head.
That's
Papa Wayne loves that song.
Okay. So
Abigail, you
will I.
do
So
it.
will I
Yes.
love the stars were made to worship. So will I. I love. The
Okay, Lydia.
Yeah,
I have a
two.
lot. I have a lot. I
Choose
wrote
song.
mine.
I like nature.
Can I say I only have 3?
Okay.
Leave with nothing left. I love that song.
that song too.
He will carry you.
Yes.
I believe we have that on our Facebook.
Oh, hang on.
Yes.
And Adam's Fall.
Oh,
that one's
okay.
Okay, I have 2 more that I forgot
Very good.
that I'm really loving right now.
Oh, I like that one too.
Oh.
And you're right. It depends on the season that you're in your life as to what speaks to you.
I love to
There
just
was
sing
Jesus
these.
and Rescue Story. Yes.
I love
that.
those
There was
songs.
Jesus.
Okay. Next, of the 3, who is the best at math?
Oh.
I'm gonna have to be arrogant.
I'm
here.
gonna have to say, oh.
I'm gonna have to be arrogant here.
I'm gonna go ahead and put mine. I've never been good at it.
She don't give her money to count.
No, I'm bad
Don't
at
do it.
that. I cannot
can't
do
count
change
money.
good.
Lydia says, "Not me. Slope is super hard."
Slope is terrible.
It is.
I
I hate it.
Not to be arrogant and all, but I think I'm pretty good at math.
I'm not, and I've always had issues with.
Did
like,
you say yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at math.
Abigail!
No, like you.
Are you kidding?
She's
Don't give
really
me
good
slow.
with money. Like she is like what is that character on like the Christmas Carol? The guy that
Scrooge?
that takes the quarters
That
off
counts
people's eyes, that
She
counts
is.
the money. I've never been good at dealing with money, and like change and stuff really confuses me. That's really bad, but it just does. So like Abigail has to break up like cash. Do not ask me. I'm bad at it.
She is a spender though.
Yeah.
I've
I've gotten better. I've tried to get better with not going on Amazon so much.
She
Okay,
will
well,
spend
that
so
leads me
much
to my
money.
next question. Who of the 3 is Amazon Queen in the
Oh.
house? Who keeps
Caitlin.
Amazon trucks lined up in the
God,
driveway?
Caitlin.
They should let me just have Prime for free for all the money they get from me.
They should just make you a driver.
She literally has Amazon coming like every day.
Not
Every
anymore,
single
but
day.
it's about to be Christmas, so it's probably about to be hopping.
She buys. She says she just has to have it. It's so necessary. Like she has this thing to where she needs it to make her life easy.
Yep.
But she
if
don't
it
need
makes
it.
her life easy.
If
she'll
I think
get
it's going to make my life easier, I've got to have it. But I've gotten better with that. Well, at least tried to.
I don't buy a lot of stuff.
She don't buy a lot of stuff. I don't either because I have literally.
Abigail, that's a lie.
I have no. Okay.
literally had
That's a
Amazon
lie. There's
order 2
Amazon
days
at our
ago.
door right
I
now.
canceled that order and they sent it anyway. No, listen.
Okay.
I called them the other morning at 8:00. But anyway,
Okay.
listen. I have been wanting some aviator sunglasses for like months now. Like, you know,
And
those.
they're like $10. I said, Abigail, just get them.
They're 13. And I'm like,
Abigail,
"What?"
it's
I'm
kind of
I'm
expensive,
sorry.
though.
That's just expensive to me. And so they've literally been sitting in the Amazon cart, and I just cannot do it. If they're still there Monday, I'm gonna
Well,
get
it's
them.
almost Christmas, so
But-
now you might want to wait a
I
little
need
bit.
them when I drive. I need them when I drive.
You
Okay,
don't go nowhere.
So-
much with the corona.
all right. Let's go ahead. Do y'all ever fight? Yes or no?
Oh, yes, and we have something to say about that.
If you say no,
Although
you're lying.
we haven't fought in a while.
That means it's coming up soon.
Okay,
All right,
hang on.
turn it around.
Hang
Yes or
on.
no? All the time, 24/7. My next question was going to be how often.
Yes, we have one really, really big fight every 6 months. Like
Bad.
it's
We every other day. We fight almost every other day, like little arguments, and then a huge
I
fight
don't count
2 times
those.
a year.
Like, the
2 times a year.
The huge
But you-
fights.
But we can't step in and intervene because then they all 3 turn on us.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
you
our
have to
just
let
our
them
bad.
handle their
our
own
thing.
problems.
We're together.
Dad always says girls stop fighting. We'll be like, Dad, we're not even fighting.
Yeah.
We're just talking. He says, well, it sounds like fighting to me. I say, well, it ain't.
He
It's
did
just, we're just talking.
We're not violent people.
They're passionate.
We're not
talkers.
violent people.
Yeah.
But like when we get into a fight, like we
The-
get into
every
a
6
fight,
months.
like bad.
Every
Not
6 months.
often.
I'm not.
That's our every 6 month one.
I'm not one
Yeah,
for
bad.
physical violence. I
Royal
don't like
Rumble.
it. I like to be at peace with things. Caitlin will flat punch you in the face quicker than you can.
Dish rag, wet dish rag, my
No.
go-to.
She
That's bad.
Her punch.
She
is
has
nothing.
a baby punch. She can't hit you worth anything. And
It's
she'll
nothing.
get up to swing, and I'm like, hey, then my arms are halfway longer than yours. I ain't scared of you. So
Yeah.
she quit with the
Not
punching.
scary.
Because it doesn't hurt you. Like, she can slap you, punch you straight in the face with all her strength. It won't hurt you.
We
one
need to
bit.
tell them about our Thanksgiving fight.
She,
No,
so
that's been a couple years
we
ago.
were fighting one night. and she was washing dishes, and she was screaming at me. I was screaming at her,
That was a bad one.
and she said, "Abigail, I'm going to punch you in the face." I said, "Do it."
Yeah, she
Do
said that,
it.
which makes me want to do it.
Do it. And so she knew that it was like, because when she hits me, it's game over. I'll hit her back. But
And she hits like a cement truck.
So Caitlin was washing dishes, so she got smart about what she was doing. She like wrung out the dish rag and slapped me square across the face with a wet dish rag. You don't know pain until you got a wet dish
Why do
rag
you think I use it?
across your face.
You
That's
gotta
awful.
you gotta be smart about
But
stuff.
that's not often. Y'all normally are just mouthing.
Can we say something about our Thanksgiving fight real quick?
Yeah, real quick.
Okay, Abigail, you want to tell them?
No, you explain it better.
Okay.
I don't even know. What
I don't
happened.
even know.
Oh yeah,
what it
we've
is.
told you and Dad.
I'm sure.
Mom and Dad are usually like, they don't know about our fights because we usually don't tell them because we don't want to get the other one in trouble. We handle our business and then it's over.
But
we
this,
know, we know
this
more than you
Thanksgiving
think. We
fight,
just don't care.
this Thanksgiving fight really quick.
requires a hospital trip,
Yeah.
which we usually don't get to that extent.
No, we don't. We try not to because we'll get in even worse trouble.
Oh God, yeah, we'll get in bad trouble.
Okay, I gotta say my story.
Okay,
So-
tell your story.
Okay. Thanksgiving, it was been like 3-4 years ago. It's been a long time ago. And Abigail used to live upstairs with me and in the other room. And
In the same house you lived in.
yeah, the same house. But she dumped her stuff that she didn't want in my room. And I said, Abigail, take this stuff back. I don't want it in here. Find find somewhere else for it. She would not take it back, and then we got to starting fighting, and it got to where it was one of our 6-month fights. And I went to punch her, and she moved, like, dodged out of the way, and avoided, probably getting, well, I don't know.
She would have
Yeah,
broke.
Caitlin.
She probably would have broke my nose. How
No, I was worried I was going to knock your teeth
like
out.
how close she was when she.
And this
swung.
was Thanksgiving Day, before people came in here to eat.
Yeah, that was awful. We should.
That
have
was-
acted like that.
I felt bad about that. That was on a holiday. We should not have
I
done
just
that.
ignore their fights.
Yeah. She usually ignores me. And
I
Caitlin's
just
like,
ignore them.
We don't have very many physical fights anymore, though, as we've got older. All right.
I'm too busy with school to fight.
I'm so glad.
Me
you
too.
know.
I'm too tired to do that.
Okay. Of the three, who would you say is the friendliest?
Okay.
To strangers,
Yes.
to whoever.
I don't. I don't know.
Yes, hands down, 100%.
I don't look it like I look so
Abigail
unapproachable.
is-
I'm
the
nice,
one.
but I'm reserved.
She smiles
Because-
all the time.
I'm trying self-preservation because I don't trust people out there in the world. Lots of crime and stuff goes on. And I don't want to be talking to somebody 1 minute and then wind up duct taped in the back of the trunk the next. So that's what, at Walmart. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
a little bit cautious.
She trusts nobody. I trust everyone.
Good
And-
rule of thumb is to
And
just
Lydia
be quiet.
don't care.
Yeah,
Lydia
Good
don't
rule of
care.
thumb is to just be quiet.
Yeah.
But she smiles the absolute most. People say that she's more approachable because
Yeah,
she smiles
what's so
more.
funny is that I'm probably I'm the most reserved one, and Abigail loves to talk to people, but I smile and stuff, and so they all come to me and they tell me stuff, and I'm like, I just want to get my shopping done. Can you please? And then Abigail is the one that actually likes to talk, and because I don't like to talk that much, and Abigail. And they avoid her because she
looks mean.
kind of looks mean,
I
but
look
she's
mean. I'll
really not
admit it.
mean.
I'll admit it. Like I'll
She's
be in
just
Walmart.
kind of shy, but I fake it better, I guess.
You can
And
go
Lydia
like at
just
Walmart.
follows y'all.
Yeah,
She
Yeah.
doesn't
Lydia's
really-
usually with Caitlin though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is the most? Well, you said you're the most. Who's the most talkative?
Me.
Abigail.
Abigail. Yes.
Me.
All right. Of the three, who is the most stubborn?
That's really. I'm
I
gonna
don't
go ahead
know.
and say me.
I don't know. It's a mix between all three of us are bad.
I-
But Abigail might be because
Uh-huh.
when she gets her head on something, even
Yeah.
if it is ridiculous and not logical at all, she won't listen.
no,
No.
that's not true because
No, you will
Especially
not
if it
stop.
comes
I
from
think it's Caitlin.
Uh,
Because Caitlin like has to have
I-
things her way,
Okay,
and
so
she has to try things for herself.
it
Yeah.
depends on
Yeah.
the moment. Caitlin can be the most hard-headed
yeah.
of the three, but Abigail is the most stubborn.
But what's
Abigail-
the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference
What's the
between hard-headed and
difference?
stubborn?
Is there
Hard-headed,
really
you
any
just won't
difference?
listen to no way but your way.
Yeah, that's me.
Stubborn, you just won't budge
That's
That's
Abigail.
it. That's
I
very
have
actually.
And you won't. And you only, Abigail. You only flare up when you are angry. You only get really stubborn when you're angry.
Yeah.
Lydia has a chill personality. She's never
And
ever.
it just goes, Laura.
Yeah, Lydia is the most chill.
There's
but-
no need to waste time.
That's right, Lydia. You're easy. The other two,
Not so much.
they're easy, but they do. One's stubborn and one's hard headed. Who would you say is the most independent? All right, flip them.
I cheated. I looked at your board. Yeah, I wrote it
All right,
after I
flip 'em.
wrote it.
Okay, so I honestly,
I
think,
try to be, but I fail.
I think that all three of y'all are very independent.
Really?
Right, yes, you want to be independent. You're very independent. Yes.
Oh,
and that's
I
where
figured.
hard-headedness comes in because you will not listen to the ones like your mother and father who know.
I try to be,
You have
but
to
I feel
learn
like
the hard way.
sometimes.
But y'all are good. I mean, we don't have any trouble. But no, y'all are all three very
Yeah,
independent.
I would say
In
so.
your own right, you're all three independent. Who's the most humble?
Not you. Not Lydia.
Probably not me.
Lydia.
No, Lydia. Oh, bless her.
She'll
heart.
come down in an outfit. She'll go, I'm telling you what's the truth. I look good today. I look good today. Just go ahead and say it.
That is
And I'm like,
true.
there's so many times I say Lydia. It's like, Lydia, you gotta be, you're full of yourself. And I ask her, I say, are you joking when you say this stuff? She goes, no, because it's the truth. I'm like,
There ain't no reason to lie about it.
that's what she
Okay.
says.
So y'all say the
I
most
say
humble.
Caitlin.
I
Yes.
do too.
Caitlin.
I say
I
Caitlin.
try to
Caitlin.
be because there ain't,
Caitlin is the meek one.
there's no reason to be high and mighty.
That's right. Caitlin is the meek one. Of the three, who has the biggest appetite?
Oh, that could be.
Let me see. You turn yours around, Lid. Are you writing a book? 100% Lydia.
I love sweets.
Lydia will tear up a kitchen.
Always.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Lydia will tear up a kitchen.
She's in it all.
But
Well,
just the
while
other
you're
night,
there-
she had midnight soup.
Yeah.
Midnight soup.
My
Oh.
Aunt Cassie made soup, and it was very good.
And
Thank
she
you for
loves
making that.
sweets. She will eat every sweet we have in the house. Anything
And
sweet.
like the little bags of chips.
Yes. She is the biggest eater
And
in this house,
pepperonis.
hands
Yep.
down.
And like
And it's
2
all
o'clock
day
in the
long.
morning.
All day.
Yes.
Okra.
She
Uh.
goes through the kitchen and eats 2, 12, 11.
Yes, she does.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, her snack is pepperoni. Oh god.
That's good.
Pepperoni.
In the
okra.
summer.
Turkey pepperoni.
But
Turkey
before
pepperoni is better.
school, she does.
Yeah,
have
at
bedtime
school she has a
school.
bedtime.
No,
Yeah, like
we
on
don't do that right
weekends.
now.
No.
Like summertime.
I'm
This
too
is just
tired
in
to have
general.
2 o'clock snacks.
They are maintained. We don't let y'all just run.
Yeah, we're
amok.
not running around just acting like a bunch of
fighting and standing up
acting like a
partying
bunch
all
of
night
animals
long.
like we sound like.
Yeah, we probably sound
We're
pretty
pretty
bad.
good.
Y'all are
behaved.
very well behaved, but y'all are sisters, and sisters do fight. Which sibling would you never let babysit your own child?
Oh my lord. Actually, well, Lydia kind of thinks like me, and I have this thing to where I try to think of every scenario that could happen that involves safety. I can't even go to a store without trying to figure out what would I do if a situation happened. How would I survive this?
Yeah. You would never let Abigail.
No, never.
Never. Never.
Okay, Abigail, you would never let Leah.
No.
I
Why?
thought about that too.
Why?
Sorry.
Because she's so
Sorry.
chill, and she'd be like, "Oh, that kid's about to fall upon me."
They'll
They-
learn
it
when
ain't
they
happened.
fall.
It ain't happened yet, so I ain't gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like, I gotta put a fence around it. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. What can I do to
Number
keep
two,
this from
That's too much
happening?
work.
No, I like to keep things from happening because when they happen, you wish.
Don't let me babysit
That
the
you-
kids. Let her.
No, Abigail
something.
Abigail would do
Ask her.
something I don't know. She
Kids,
would do
this sounds
something.
like fun. Let's
let
go
the,
do this.
Let the kids go upstairs and then they fall down the stairs or
yeah.
something.
Don't. I
ridiculous.
don't trust.
No,
I don't trust myself.
One
with the
time she
kids.
came up to my room and like got a lamp from me or something, and she had Ollie like on a leash, and she had the lamp cord all around her and the dog leash wrapped all around her legs, and I
On
said,
top of the
Abigail,
stairs.
get it
And there's
off.
15
Fix
steps.
the leash.
Mom didn't know about that.
And
Now shush.
I said,
Thanks,
Abigail,
Lou.
the dog leash is wrapped around your legs. Oh, I didn't know that.
that goes
Yeah.
back to
bad.
clumsy.
You all three are going to be great mothers one day.
Oh, that's nice.
But
That's nice.
I probably right now would leave my kid with Caitlin.
Absolutely. I always just admit that. Caitlin's going to be the best one to leave the kids with.
I would leave my kid with Caitlin.
Me and Lydia's not the ones.
The other two, you will grow into that one day probably. But
Lydia over Abigail, though.
yeah, Abigail.
Last resort. And the kid's still going to come with me.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's only.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
just
y'all are
kinda
so-
Like, if
Here
I'm
you
at the
go.
hospital or something and they can't be in there, but I still
I try to be responsible.
try.
She's
Try.
she's easily
Key
sidetracked.
word.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
Try.
So let's hear a story about this potato situation thing.
oh.
Oh my goodness.
Who's explaining this?
You want to explain it?
Okay, so there was like this thing.
That we didn't know about until this past 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, well,
It was funny at the
somebody
time.
somebody
No, it
found
wasn't.
this on YouTube and
It was
ran.
funny.
Did you find it on YouTube?
No, I did.
Okay.
Caitlin
did.
found it on YouTube and she sent it to me.
Irresponsible.
She sent it to me. She
It
said,
was, I
Abigail,
thought it was
funny.
a funny video.
It was so funny.
She said,
like,
Abigail, watch this video. And the whole thing was this girl tied a potato to her ceiling fan and put it on high, and she sang.
and she was singing.
She
to
was
it.
singing something like
A
a
potato flew around my room before you. You know,
like something. Oh, we were singing together?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I quit. Sorry.
So that was the whole thing. So Caitlin said that to me, and I literally laughed and laughed and laughed. So I told them, I said, "Let's go do that. Let's do that joke." And so
And film it.
let's film it and let's do this joke. So I said we can't do it when Mom and Dad's awake. They'll stop the fun going on. So let them go to sleep. When it gets dark, we'll sneak into the well, we're already in the house. We'll sneak outside. We'll sneak outside to Caitlin's barn. We'll grab bell and twine and we'll tie a potato to our ceiling.
It sounded harmless.
And we picked
The biggest
potato
you
that-
would
and
ever
that-
see.
that
Probably
was
about that big.
dumb.
And Caitlin knows. Caitlin farms a lot, so Caitlin knows how to tie tight knots. So
Yeah.
Caitlin was tying the knots around the potato.
To where it wouldn't slip off.
Because we didn't want it flying and knocking us out, and then Mom and Dad coming and find a potato, you know,
I
everywhere.
had knocked this out.
I really don't know why
And
we did this.
So Caitlin, we're
fun.
all short, like we're all under. I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". That people say I'm not, but I'm 5'3". So we're all under 5'3", and we had to stand on chairs, and we were having to be quiet because it was like 11 o'clock.
It
at
was
night.
probably, yeah.
And we were having to be so quiet, but Caitlin was standing on the chair tying the potato to the ceiling,
To like
the ceiling fan.
the spokes.
We're looking at it right now. That's
Yeah.
why we're looking up.
And then we didn't know, but before Dad had went to bed, he set the fan on high.
And our fan situation here is
We have a whacked up.
you
ceiling
can
fan
cut the
situation.
switch and then it'll come on and off. Or
because
sometimes you
yeah,
have to have
it
It's
confuses
not
me.
the switch, it's the thing's been cut off.
Yeah,
after
sometimes
the-
whatever.
Dad messed with
I
the fan.
don't know.
We planned on the fan being on a low setting. Dad messed with the fan.
But and this fan when it goes
It was
high,
summertime, I think.
it's
And
like
it's hot.
airplane.
Yeah, like airplane
Like,
high.
Oh yeah, and we can't have fans going super high anymore because one time I took like a stroller that we had for like Lydia when she was a baby and lifted it up and the fan was on and it like
Broke
hit
the whole
the thing
fan
and
thing.
it hit the fan and messed it up. So if we put it on high, it literally
That
looks like
that
it's
was a different fan.
it's
good.
good. Yeah, it's a different
Yeah, but the
fan.
base is still the
Yeah.
same.
But it looks like it's gonna fall, so we don't put it too
So
much on high.
the fan can't really be on high because it will sound like a bunch of knives. are
No,
flying
it looks
around.
like it's gonna fall.
That
off.
was the
Yeah.
other fan that
Yeah.
replaced all that.
Well,
Well,
so Caitlin,
I still
Caitlin
don't
tied the
trust it.
potato, and it was a huge potato dangling from our ceiling.
Yep.
And I had the job of turning on the light switch. So I turned on the light switch, and Caitlin had just got down from the chair because we had enough sense to get down from the chair before we started the
well,
fan.
yeah.
And so we started the fan, and we didn't know Dad had set it on high, and that thing took off. That
Flying.
potato.
And guess who
Flew,
goes has to go to
flying.
the bathroom?
Wait, this is only the beginning. So the
It was
potatoes,
going so fast that I was like, Abigail, it's gonna hit one of us and knock us out. Or we
Yeah.
were worried
Or the
about
window.
windows
The
getting knocked
window
out.
right here.
Because that potato was
Or
going
that
super
window.
fast and it was super
and
heavy.
it was slipping out of the knot because it
Yeah.
was so heavy, and the thing was going so fast.
Yeah.
That we didn't judge like the mathematics of it all, and so
We thought the fan was gonna be low, so
yeah.
No, it got
We
out of
were wrong.
control.
So Caitlin, literally, I said, Caitlin, Caitlin said, turn off the switch. And remember, Mom and Dad's like right there. So when we're in here trying to be quiet. So I run over there and turn off the switch. I said, Caitlin, it's not working. The fan ain't going off. Caitlin had to dodge the potato every time it would swing and try to reach the little fan knobs that's literally that big.
Yeah.
And so she turns it off. And I go, literally, that was 1 minute of fun, and now it's over. I said,
It
we're
was
not
not
done.
even fun.
It wasn't even fun. It was stressful because we were thought
It was
all I could
stressful.
see was money signs of windows getting
Yeah,
'cause
Dad would be furious.
Dad would be so mad. So I said,
And our TV.
oh God. I said, we're not done yet.
That would be worse than the windows.
That was too much build up for that. So I said, okay, untie the potato. That's too heavy. Let's go get a thing of bread, Mom.
like
just
French bread.
bought. So Mom just bought a thing of French bread. So I said, that
Like
would
the
be perfect.
baguettes.
That would be perfect. So I said, Caitlin,
I don't know why we did that. We should have just started with the potato,
So-
but we didn't.
we
We should've.
the bread was in that plastic wrapping, you know.
We
that
took it out.
plastic. No, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we took off a hunk because Mom just bought the bread. We didn't want to tie a horse rope around the bread that Mom just bought, so we just ripped off a hunk of bread and tied it around raw bread and hung that up to the ceiling. And then all of a sudden, I hear Dad getting up. We hear Dad getting up, and we're like, "Oh no, we have bread hanging from the ceiling. What are we gonna do?"
Cut the lights off.
So we turned off the light,
Bread
and
hanging from the ceiling.
we're sitting there in the dark, just sitting there on the couch. No TV's going, and we're just sitting there. And
Hey,
Dad said, "Hey, ladies, what are y'all doing?" We said, "Nothing." He said, "All right," and went to the bathroom. Come back. Literally, he walked under the bread, and the bread's here, and he walked under it,
And then he looked at us like,
and he said, "Y'all need to go to bed."
Yeah.
And so he goes in there, goes to sleep. We wait a minute for him to go back to sleep because then he starts snoring instantly, and we're like, "Yeah, he's out." So we start to fan, and the bread starts whirling.
Yeah.
And I think the bread actually slipped, didn't it?
it did, but it didn't hurt nothing.
It didn't hurt him. It's bread.
But that
So,
potato was about
That
to
just
fall out.
goes to show, do not
Don't do that.
Things like that.
Don't
That was dumb.
Kids that
Yes.
are watching, don't do it.
Never.
Don't copy
No.
internet
You
stuff.
could get hurt.
Yeah.
And they got in big trouble when I did find out.
Yeah, we did.
So, who is most likely to volunteer their services for free?
I know the answer for this one, and who would not?
Abigail.
Abigail. That's what I
Caitlin
had
and
to.
Lydia would not.
Abigail,
would probably be the most
hands
likely
down,
not
it
to.
would be Abigail, without a question. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin would do it, but it would be...
Depends on the cause.
Yes.
And the amount of
If you
work
need me, I'm
that I'm
there.
putting into it.
Lydia would be the last
likely
one,
not to.
because she is the
I-
laziest, remember.
I mean,
Caitlin
I
would do
will
it
do it
depending
for
on the
free.
cause.
If you helped me with something,
A
before-
bartering system.
Yeah.
huh?
If
The
you help
Yeah.
her, she'll help you back.
Or if you, it depends. That sounds bad, but it depends. I'm just being honest.
So, okay, of the three, who talks in their sleep?
Oh, Lydia does.
Okay, let's turn them
I
around.
got video after video of her doing that.
100% Lydia. You think she's having a full-on conversation
Yeah.
with whoever or whatever all night long.
Yep.
She
It
fully-
scares me. I don't like to hear. I don't like to hear it.
She does.
Yeah, she gets scared about it.
It's
some
it's
reason.
weird.
I think
it's
it's
just
funny.
It's just so weird.
And we even,
She
me and
totally
Abigail will
does.
try to whisper stuff in her ear and stuff to make her say things. She does it the worst I think I've ever heard anybody.
Yeah, she
do it.
does. She does.
Dancing on
She will scare you to death if you're not aware of it, because she
yes,
actually,
it's scary.
And it's common too.
yes,
Mhm.
almost
It-
every night.
Every night she does it.
Yes.
And it's so weird because I don't even know I do it. Like well, of course you don't because you're sleeping, but you don't have any memory of it, and it's just so
and
weird.
she'll laugh.
It
and-
is weird.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm having a conversation with someone.
She
It
started
creeps me out.
laughing one
Like
night.
clearly.
And I
Yeah.
And Caitlin's room is beside hers upstairs, so Caitlin gets to share
Yeah.
with Joy.
Yeah, I do.
that's
I
so
say
weird.
you
Her
were
being
talking in your
psycho.
sleep last
She-
night.
she
like-
was laughing one
And
night.
and I've heard them say that it's clear.
Yes.
And they've recorded it, and it sounds like I'm talking to someone awake, like fully
Yeah.
awake.
Laughing, it's funny to watch
Oh,
it.
it's so
kind of
Okay,
weird.
of
Yeah.
the three, who hates eggs? Alright, turn it around.
I love eggs.
I cannot stand
I
it.
love-
I hate the smell of them.
Marie hates
I
eggs.
cannot-
She
yes.
will not eat them any way, shape,
Nope.
or form.
I cannot
Caitlin
stand
loves them.
I love them.
Lydia likes them.
Deviled.
Abigail hates them.
Love them.
Oh god.
Alright, who of the three is not a fan of Chick-fil-A?
Oh, we got something to tell you
I
about
got a
this.
story.
I want to know. Comment if you've ever had this experience, because I want to know.
Don't make everybody sick, it is everybody's favorite?
I'll explain this in a nice
Comment
way.
if you've had this experience, please. Cause
Yes,
I want to
Lydia
know.
does not like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is disgusting.
No,
the
it's not.
only thing I like there are
I
their
love it.
fries and their milkshakes
and
but-
their fruit and their dip.
and some things.
I
But
don't like their chicken.
their chicken sandwiches, I've had so many bad experiences with them. They taste terrible. I've had 2 that I've tasted like they just got a raw chicken off the chopping block and just served
That
it.
phenomenon is called what we call bloody chicken. Okay, what it is, it happens.
It's disgusting.
It's happened to me. It's happened to Abigail. It's happened to Lydia twice. That's
All
why
the
she
time.
doesn't like it.
But y'all just tough it out and keep going back.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A,
It
you
scared me off from it.
the phenomenon is bloody chicken sandwiches. What it
Even the
tastes
name
like
sounds just-
is it's just a bad sandwich. Like it tastes like bloody chicken. I can't describe it.
And I think-
and it looks
chicken.
kind of bloody.
And I think what
So
what
maybe you got a
completely
piece of raw chicken
No,
that you lived through.
no.
I think
it's
what
a bad
completely
one. It's
messed
bad
me up
piece.
is the first chicken sandwich I got one time was bloody chicken, and then I went and then Caitlin and me and them went back to the register, and I said, "This chicken sandwich doesn't taste right. Can you give me another one?" And then that one tasted like bloody chicken.
It all tastes like bloody chicken that day.
2 rounds, and I was like, "I'm done with
So-
this."
So
I
what do y'all
tell
do
about-
to compensate whenever before the coronavirus and y'all would go out on y'all's girls'
Oh yeah,
night?
I've got Abigail's
What
head.
would y'all do
You
on
wanna
the?
explain
What
it?
would y'all do
You can
to
explain
compensate so Lydia had food? Because they always
It's
go to
annoying
Chick-fil-A.
sometimes.
They would go to Chick-fil-A and eat when they would take their girls' night. They once a week they would all 3 go out together, just them, and do something.
Yeah,
before the
go to the circuit, which is like
Walmart, and all
Walmart,
that.
Tractor Supply,
Ollie's.
sometimes Lowe's, Ollie's, Dollar Tree, that
Yeah,
thing.
love
and they would
Ollie's.
do that before the coronavirus hit. So they haven't done it since March,
No.
but
March
would
was
go
our last
eat.
time.
at Chick-fil-A. What did y'all do for Lydia?
So,
This is
me
a
and
story.
Be
Caitlin
annoying.
love Chick-fil-A. Like, I could eat it like 5,000 times a day. But Lydia
Yeah, it
hates
tastes
it.
good.
So, me and Caitlin want to go to Chick-fil-A, but Lydia doesn't want to eat it. So, what we do, Caitlin will drive to Bojangles. Lydia loves Bojangles country
Or
ham.
McDonald's up
Uh-huh.
the street.
Bojangles
Yeah.
Country Ham. I can
And-
eat it morning, evening. I love it.
Yeah, so we'll go get her something, and then we want to go eat in the restaurant because we want refills. So we'll put Lydia's Bojangles. We paid for it. We
Yes,
paid for it.
I bought. Lydia paid for. Somebody paid for it. It's probably
Mom
one,
and
either
Dad.
me or
Mom and Dad
Abigail
paid for
or
Lydia's.
Lydia.
and
It doesn't pay for anything hardly.
No, she
No.
doesn't.
No, and then we'll put her Bojangles.
She's a freak lover.
Yeah, yeah, she is really no joke. And so we'll put her Bojangles in Caitlin's bag, and we'll go order in Chick-fil-A. And the whole time you're ordering, you're like, whiffs, because Bojangles used to that seasoning salt.
Yeah,
So
you know.
you're walking by and you just whiffs
Bojangles.
of
You know it's
Bojangles
Bojangles.
float through the air, and it's like it's kind of looks
It's
kind
kinda
of
embarrassing.
It's kind of embarrassing. So
And then we
embarrassing
use
for
my
me.
purse to hide, to divide from all them people that are sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over on that other side, we can get it out and put it
I just
on the table. But we
Bojangles
do
are
not.
so-
We do not do refills for
No,
Lydia.
Lydia
That's
don't
the
get
that's
no.
the catch.
yeah. I only get one drink, and that's from Bojangles. We don't refill it at Chick-fil-A.
No.
No, that's no.
So I
that's not
suppose she
right.
does.
That would be stealing.
Yeah.
That's not
I
right.
thirst, but
she has
tough.
because she's eating country ham
Yes.
and their salty fries. She only gets one refill of drink, and that's it.
yeah.
She only gets one drink.
Yeah, from
No
the
refill.
Bojangles, and she
No
don't get nothing
refill.
else.
No,
just
no
for some.
refills from Chick-fil-A.
No.
So I
don't do
thirst
that.
half the meal. If I have no drink, I'm like,
And
But then we go to
That
Walmart and get
stinks.
cans of
Yeah.
drink, so you ain't too bad off.
So they bring out a tray of food, and then we're having to we're making
we're,
a barrier.
we're hiding. Like, don't show the Bojangles.
Don't show the
Keep the
Bojangles.
Bojangles hidden.
So, of the 3, which one of y'all was a biter as a baby and stuck things in your eyes, nose, ears, whatever?
The shark, literally shark. When we were little, you'd make her mad. Creepiest thing ever. And you'd have about 3 seconds where she would not do anything, and then she would just go and then try to bite whatever she could get.
Yeah.
She bite your
Your
face.
face, arm, anything, and you had to literally hold her head away from
You had to push against her nose to get her to stop.
She tried to bite badly.
So, of the 3 of you, which one, as a toddler and a baby, hated going to church? And got taken out every single service.
I
and
got
had
taken out a lot.
Had a talking to by Dad every single service.
I
Yes.
did.
It did not fail. Every time you saw a building that even resembled a church, you started screaming. every single time.
I like church.
She did not as a baby.
When I was
Now,
a baby.
now, of course,
I
yeah,
love
y'all
it
do.
now.
But as a baby, she was horrible. We spent
Yeah,
all of
I
our
like church
time.
now, and I liked it when I was little. I never really had
Caitlin
any issues with
was
that.
pretty well behaved.
We
in church.
spent all of our time making her not distract the whole congregation, and they've always been in church. So, who of you three may or may not have thought that you were a horse or a dog the first 4 years of your life?
Oh, this one's funny.
Are you gonna tell a story or
No.
off limits?
I think
That's too personal.
No, I've always loved animals. Yeah, it is cringe.
Yes.
I've always loved animals, and I would watch these animal movies when I was little, and I would pretend to be an animal.
Till you almost became one. We actually thought you were one.
Yeah, I
she
acted a lot
tried
like
to
them.
become the animal.
Yeah.
She was a horse, wanted her food out of a dog bowl.
Yeah.
I loved animals. I wanted to be one. I don't do that now.
No,
She don't do it now.
It was a weird time in her life.
No, it's scary.
I
She
do
don't
not
do
do that now. I still love animals, but I don't try to act like one.
No, and she doesn't eat out of a dog
No,
bowl.
no.
So when she was like 3, she
Unsanitary.
wanted her water in a bowl. Like, what was that cart show that you watched that they left the little puppy and the owl and all that?
I was like a lost puppy.
Tiny
Brothers?
Seventh
Yes, brother.
Seventh brothers.
Oh, wow.
And
something
you
like that.
we pretended to be that all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
and a horse.
Yes, you were a horse. Spirit was her movie, and she galloped through the house like a horse. I mean,
Yep.
we couldn't go anywhere that she wasn't on all fours. It was terrible.
Sorry.
So, if you make Abigail a sandwich, would you put mayonnaise on it?
No, I'm just gonna say no.
I have the answer for this. You would put mayonnaise on it, but it would be light mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. She
That's
eats
right.
It light.
That's right.
Caitlin
Like
will
barely
eat it
anything.
barely there. Lydia will not
None.
touch it.
No condiments at all.
No.
None.
She doesn't like.
Lydia's
she hates
plain.
ranch.
No
Ranch
ketchup,
is
no mustard,
disgusting.
no ranch, nothing.
I love that stuff.
Who of you swallowed a whole chicken sandwich?
Oh,
Abigail
Abigail
did.
did.
Okay.
In one gulp, like
I've never seen. I
Like a
didn't know.
cartoon.
This is something that you is once in a lifetime that you see.
And she survived. And
Yeah, I'm still here.
she was, how old were you?
Like 6.
Can I say the story about this?
Yeah, you can.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
groundbreaking.
We were sitting at lunchtime at home when we were homeschooled. We were having lunch and Mom fixed us some Chick-fil-A sandwich. And Mom had already told us to stop laughing while we're eating. So, and to stop talking, and she said eat. And so, we stopped talking, but I was doing something dumb to try to make Abigail laugh, to be ridiculous. And then, Abigail literally, I did something. She put too much in her mouth back then.
Mom cut it in like half.
Mom had it in half, and to be funny, she stuck the whole thing in her mouth. And I said something that that she thought was hilarious. Probably wasn't even that funny. And then she went, Goom. I saw that thing. I saw the whole half of that chicken sandwich go down her throat.
It stuck
And
out
it
my
went,
throat.
Goom.
It stuck out.
And
my
then
throat
she didn't
extended.
even choke or anything. It was a miracle.
And then what did I do?
I was
Then
like,
I
"My lunch
told
is gone."
Mom, and then I said, Abigail, you just swallowed that whole thing.
Mom come
And
flying
then
in
we
there.
told Mom, I said, Mom, she just swallowed this whole half of the chicken sandwich. She said, all right, you're done. Picked up me and hers lunch. We weren't even done eating. She said, get back to work. Y'all are done.
You're done eating.
You're done. You can't act like y'all got some
And
sense.
like it's like you didn't even eat. Like when you swallow a whole half of the chicken
yeah.
sandwich, it's like you didn't even eat it.
You didn't have
You didn't
even
even
time
eat
to chew it.
Who of the 3 are most likely to tell Mom and Dad?
None.
Y'all,
Abigail.
they are abandoned.
Her.
Abigail.
Her.
I was gonna say it.
It's literally
I
you
don't
do
say
something.
nothing.
I'm gonna tell Mom and Dad.
I'm like, are you
I'm gonna
5
tell Mom and
years
Dad.
old?
It's like we can.
I don't
we
tattle,
can
But
figure
she
this out.
doesn't tell. She doesn't.
She will.
She will.
Not unless y'all.
We
really
have a
tell me.
saying
you
around
will.
here that snitches get stitches. So we don't
We
like.
sound like a bunch
Y'all
of
are
bullies.
never, ever gonna find a boyfriend.
We sound like a bunch of bullies.
We don't like
They're gonna be
tattling.
scared of y'all.
What?
I
We
don't
tell
like
up.
tattling.
No.
I don't believe in it. I don't
Neither do
believe
I.
in tattling.
Yeah,
Now,
you
if
are.
it's something life-threatening or really, really bad, like if you're doing something really bad, then yes, but I'd probably still give you a chance to cut it out before I told Mom and Dad. I don't like tattling. Sorry, Mom.
Oh my goodness gracious. Who is the slowest?
Oh, This
I can't stand
drives me
slowness. I
nuts.
can't stand. I'm very impatient. Drives me crazy.
Abigail has one speed and it's beyond slow.
Yep.
I'd like to do things slow and do
No,
it right the
I
first time.
no.
Caitlin's like a Tasmanian devil, just
It's like
mow through it, just get done with it, just be done. And she just goes through things 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Lydia goes medium.
Too
speed.
much to do.
It's kind of, you're not slow, but you're not crazy fast.
Everything I
Could
do,
you
I
do
want to be
everything?
fast. I don't like nothing that's slow. I like everything to be fast.
Who's the biggest tightwad? Won't spend money.
Oh, not me. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Lydia's pretty.
Abigail.
Lydia's
Abigail
pretty
budgets
tight
every
waddish.
single cent.
I think
No,
Lydia's pretty
Lydia
as tight wad.
Likes to pretend she doesn't have any money saved
Yeah,
up.
Lydia.
And
does
then
that.
make
I'm
everybody
waiting
feel
for
bad
I'm
for
waiting
her.
for the day when I spend that money I'm saving. It's that one thing
so
I cannot live without.
all the things
But
that
it never
you have
comes.
to have
She cons
that
Caitlin.
we always
Bad.
feel so guilty.
I do not con
Yes.
Caitlin.
Caitlin
She
Y'all
owes
making me out
everybody
broke.
need money.
She owes everybody in the
Money.
house
you
jobs.
are.
I do not owe anyone around
She
here
owes
money.
everybody in the house jobs.
Yeah. Ollie's
Maybe
due for
I do.
Ollie's
Yeah.
due for a haircut.
Everybody jobs because she borrows money from everybody in the house and never pays it back. But she does do her jobs.
She does work. Now she
Yeah.
will work when she has to work. She will work.
I just
What
She's
is
got
your,
other things
what
that-
is your
that I
biggest
like to do.
fear?
Oh,
Oh.
I have a lot actually.
One biggest fear. One.
Probably this one, and I have a story that goes with it, and it's kind of a little embarrassing for me.
oh yeah, that I would say
All
that's
right,
embarrassing.
Rats.
I probably spelled that wrong.
Claustrophobia. Yes,
Yeah.
Lydia, you got
I'm
that from
saying
me.
It's got bad.
Same.
I
and
don't like claustrophobia.
I'm
not-
saying, and that affects me in all
Yeah.
kinds of crazy ways y'all wouldn't even know. Like I don't even like going to the dentist because it makes me claustrophobic when they start messing around my teeth and have that stuff in my mouth. I can't stand it.
Like Lid's so claustrophobic that if you even pin her down, she'll punch you right in the face and get
Like,
out of there.
And
She
this
can't stand
in
it.
movies.
Mom don't like it either.
No.
Mom's
I'm
very
very
claustrophobic.
claustrophobic.
Oh, I forgot
to the
another
max.
one.
Mom is max. Papa Bud is too.
Yes.
To the max.
I have nightmares about
Yeah.
This
Caitlin
second
don't-
one,
Caitlin don't
all
do
the
guns.
time. Like in movies, this stuff bothers me really bad, and this bothers me really bad.
Fear of drowning.
It'll give me nightmares. And the reason I've always been scared of drowning, but the reason I'm really scared of drowning now is because I literally think I almost did drown.
Oh, yeah.
And it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
This story is ridiculous, but it did happen. We were at for Christmas, Cassie and Terry got us a trip to the beach. And it was at a really nice hotel. It was the Dunes. And they have like a water park there. And they have like the outdoor part, but it was January, so it was too cold to go to the outdoor part. So they have like an indoor lazy river and water park in there with slides.
And it was nice.
And they have these
It's
inner
wonderful.
tubes,
It was nice.
like these really big inner tubes. And
You can-
she
just
has to
now
take a
thinking about
moment.
it. Yes, I can't stand this. It haunts me.
It really does.
And I was being dumb, and before I did, I was like, I shouldn't do this, but I did it anyway. And I decided I was gonna try to swim through the inner tube
Don't do
to
it.
go like a dolphin. I got stuck because I couldn't fit through it, and the inner tube was at a point to where I was under the water, but the inner tube was too big for me to flip back over, so it was keeping me under the
And we
water.
were there the whole time. We
Yes,
just
I
was watching.
That place is so busy.
It was so busy. We were
And I
actually
was at a
watching
point-
Kaylee and Sophie.
I was at a point
Yeah.
where it
in
went.
a
and I
bin.
think I was
You were in
with-
a bin.
Yeah, I was in a
Terry.
bin
Where the
under
view was pretty
under a
rough.
water slide part, and I got stuck under the water surface, and I could not get
Yeah.
up.
Because
And I was trying, and I can't hold my breath very long. I was trying to get to the edge of the thing to where I could get to the ledge and push myself up, but I could not do it, and I was starting to just panic about it. And I was like, I'm going to drown. And I remember I prayed, I said, Dear Jesus, help me. And then literally, I heard Brianna, because Brianna had like this GoPro thing.
We caught it on camera.
And I heard them talking. I was like, please, Lydia and Bree, see me and help me out. And I heard them, and they saw me, and they knew that something was wrong because I could tell from the way they were talking to each other.
Me and Bree
They
said, "Is she
ran
really
over there.
drowning?"
Lydia and Bree grabbed my shirt and pulled me out of the water. I said, thank you, Lyd. You just saved me from drowning. and I think I really would have drowned.
Yeah.
And
If she would have been by
after
herself,
that,
she
I
would.
was like, thank you, Lord, for keeping me from drowning. And after that, I don't like swimming anymore. Ever since that, don't like it.
So what was y'all's, Abigail? What-
Mine was rats.
Oh, and yours was claustrophobia.
Yeah.
I'm
All
claustrophobic
right,
too.
so
I don't do
complete
rats
this
now.
statement about Caitlin.
Oh.
Caitlin, you don't have to. Y'all too. Caitlin is what? One thing.
Mean.
No.
No, I got something.
Mean.
Don't look. This is original. Okay,
All right, let's see it.
you go first.
Loyal, very, very.
Oh, well, that's so nice. Thank y'all.
Yes, hardworking. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Very.
That's very nice of
Yeah,
y'all.
very, very.
Caitlin's very loyal.
I would 100% agree with that. Abigail is.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm nervous.
okay. Okay. I don't know how. There's
I
a
have
lot,
the perfect
but I don't know.
description.
I don't know what. I'm not gonna
Oh, I got a biblical term
Oh.
for this.
What is
All right,
it?
Liv, let me see yours while she's working. One of a kind. You got that right.
Nice, loves people, and long suffering.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
100%.
Probably one of the most I've ever seen with the long suffering.
Yeah.
I get mad, but she's just like, everyone makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm
Second
like,
chances.
don't say that. Just makes me mad.
Caitlin-
I'm like, they shouldn't act like that. I don't care if everyone
doesn't
makes mistakes.
give second chances very easy.
No.
No.
Once you make her mad, you're done.
Yeah.
Second chances.
You
are-
know-
I
Nice.
forgive you,
Be good.
but I'm not gonna mess around and waste my time dealing with your shenanigans anymore.
She'll forgive you, but you're not gonna be her best friend no more.
No.
All right, now Lydia, you two about Lydia.
I don't want to look. I wanted to get surprised.
Oh,
One thing, and all that y'all said about each other so far is exactly what I would have said.
Say something good.
All right,
You cheat.
Abigail, let's see yours.
She's
Yes,
very funny.
she is.
If you hang around
Free-
her like in those
yes.
bloopers, oh
Lit-
my word.
She is free spirit and carefree and
Does
has
not have no
worries,
cares.
no cares, no
and
worries, and never
sometimes
worries
it's
about
like, Lid, is this real? Like, is this real, or is this like a persona you're putting on about being this carefree? She's like, no, I just don't care.
She don't, and it's like if there's something that
How?
should worry her, she just says she don't have time for that. That it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
She
What was
just
your
don't
friend?
worry.
I don't have time for it.
Yeah,
You don't-
she's
you don't
just got
time.
such a busy schedule. She doesn't
I
have
have
time.
I have such a commanding and busy schedule. I don't have time for it.
Okay. What was the name of the drink I would get y'all at the convenience store when y'all were little?
Ah!
Just
This-
say it. Just
Bug
say it.
juice.
Bug
Oh, it's
juice.
Huggy
Bug
Buggy or
juice.
Bug
Bug
juice.
juice.
Bug
Yes.
I'd always get the
Home
blue.
fries and bug juice.
Home fries
Yes,
and bug juice,
I-
yeah.
And their home fries are good
Yes.
at the store we have up here.
Let's see. I'm almost done.
Bug juice was like
Who
mine.
takes the longest to get ready?
Her, 2 hours.
No, because I'm sitting there and I'm putting on my mascara and I'm sitting there and I'm watching a show on TV.
Crime.
I'm watching a crime show.
Crime.
And I'm
It,
putting on my
it
mascara.
stresses me bad.
And I'm like,
It scares me.
I just sit there
Scares
watching
me, and
it.
I'm paranoid anyway, but that makes me like check the doors extra.
Like
so-
I get up early in the morning to get ready and stuff, and I find myself looking out the window like,
Lid, yeah.
Ah!
Lid's like,
trying to
yeah,
get in.
Caitlin gets
Yeah.
ready the absolute quickest though. Caitlin can get ready
Yeah,
in 10
yeah.
minutes flat.
Yeah.
Me,
Because
I
I've
get ready in
perfected my
30.
routine to be efficient. I like efficiency. I don't like messing around.
Yeah.
me 45 minutes.
Who?
2 hours.
30.
Lydia. What's her favorite? What's your favorite ice cream?
Mint.
Anything?
Chocolate chip.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Abigail.
didn't know
what's
that.
yours? Abigail.
And
I
Heavenly
like,
Hash.
I like the Heavenly Hash. Is that the one without? Which is the ones with peanut butter?
You
Is that
like
Moose Tracks?
Moose Tracks.
Oh,
I like the
Moose
one
Tracks.
without peanut butter.
No.
Heavenly Hash.
I like Heavenly Hash.
Yeah, Heavenly Hash is good.
Or bunny tracks or something like that. That doesn't have
The
it has
bunny?
caramel. It has
Yeah,
caramel.
I don't like.
I love
peanut
those
butter.
tracks.
Caitlin.
My 2 favorites are sherbet, and
Yes.
I love the
Yes.
Breyers vanilla bean with like little black
Yes.
specks.
Oh, I
But
have
the
other-
Breyers is the best.
I have other kinds.
Yeah.
I haven't got this in a long time. Maybe like 6 or 7 years. It's birthday cake ice cream.
Ooh.
Dad took me to Food Line and got me some for
No.
I don't
Cotton
know whatever
candy ice
reason.
cream.
And it was
But
delicious.
when y'all were little, everything y'all ate was cotton candy flavor. That's all y'all ever
Oh,
wanted.
cotton candy's so good.
everything. What does
No, you have to
Abigail
sherbet.
have
Sherbet.
inside of her car door? I noticed this at the doctor the other day.
No telling.
When you open the car door, there's something taped to the bottom of her.
Probably a Bible verse.
It's a
Hannah.
quote. It's something.
It's a
quote.
quote.
Like if
Abigail,
you
what does it say?
something, I don't know.
From a memory,
About
it says
the forest.
it says something
oh,
like
about the birds.
it's like the
talents
birds.
and stuff.
It's like
Wow.
it says.
Very
I didn't
inspirational.
read it, but it says sing. It says something like sing. You don't always have to be the best, but the birds would be silent if the ones that only sang were the ones that sang best. So
Something
basically,
like
what
Yeah.
it means is you don't have to be the best at what you're doing. You just got to try because the birds sing and they don't judge who's the best singer and all that. They just all sing.
And some of them don't
And
sound
it's-
as good as others.
And
No.
no, there's a bird outside that Dad gets so agitated.
That bird.
That's all it does. I still think it's pretty to hear it. So that's
Yeah.
what the quote means.
Okay, and it's from the heart anyway. What is your dream job, Abigail?
My
All of
dream,
you. I'm going to ask all of you. What is your
Okay.
dream job? But Abigail's first.
My dream job, public speaking teacher.
Okay. Caitlin?
Like anything in the world. I'd like to have a farm and raise animals like horses and dogs.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
her thing.
Lynn?
Sign language translator or Spanish translator.
Oh, I love Spanish.
You don't even like Spanish.
She don't like Spanish.
Spanish is very difficult.
I love Spanish so much.
She
Very-
does. Abigail's really
Very hard.
Abigail's
studies
really
it
good
a
at it.
ton.
Abigail's good
I
at it.
study at like 5 o'clock in the
She
morning.
can be. She has these things where she has to for college has to meet with people from like Guatemala, a lady, and she actually
love
speaks
college.
Spanish, and she understands what that lady's saying, and that lady's a native speaker of Spanish,
She don't know English very good.
and Abigail can understand and respond back. And me, I would be having a nervous meltdown because I'm not good at that. I'm not good at languages.
Me and her laugh.
Arts is not my thing. I don't do the arts. at all.
Kayla's very practical, like
Science.
and leadership and stuff like
Lo-
that.
science.
Yeah.
Realism.
Okay, so I've got two more things. No,
Okay.
this one. What is your favorite Bible verse? And if you want to say why, you can. If not, that's fine too.
I don't know the exact
I don't
one.
really have a favorite Bible.
Or it can be your favorite Bible lesson or story in the Bible or something like that. Something in the Bible. What is your favorite to read about? Favorite book?
Well, I do have like two characters that I three. Can I say the three characters? I like Jonah, and he makes me laugh when I read about him because he reminds me of me.
Because
He really did not like those people at all, and he tried everything he could do to avoid them. And he was really hard-headed, and it took quite a lot to open his mind to what the Lord wanted him to do. And he still wasn't completely on board, even after he was in a fish's stomach for 3 days. So he pitched a fit about like this gourd tree. Like he got really attached to this plant outside that city where he couldn't stand the people. And then God pretty much made it to where it died, and he just pitched a fit about the plant. And that just makes me laugh because that's probably something I would do because I don't know, he just did not like those people. And then I like Joseph because he had his act together pretty good. I mean, if he could handle be that good of a leader and handle all that situation, then I think he must have been pretty smart and got things together. And he didn't go for temptation, so that tells me he was a pretty strong man. And I like Moses because he also kind of reminds me of me in the fact that he wanted to stay with like the animals and be a shepherd. He did not want to do all that God had him to do to begin with, and he was really, really, really patient with those people. And he prayed and had God keep them from being. God was so angry with them that he was just going to wipe them out and kill them. But he prayed on their behalf, and God changed his mind, which I would have probably agreed with God. Said, "Fine, just take them out. I'm tired of dealing with them." That I wouldn't have probably prayed to save them. I probably would have been like, "Finally, do it,
Get it done."
but yeah, he was.
Seriously.
I think he was really humble too.
well, and you say Jonah, when you were little,
Yeah.
Miss Annette
Yeah.
Hedrick, and if you're watching, hello.
Yeah,
And Brother David Hedrick, they were preaching. He was preaching revival at Christian Faith, where Papa Bud was the pastor, and you were saved in a back classroom with them reading to you in your young age. You were like 4.5,
Really
almost
young.
5.
Really young.
Jonah and the whale, and learning about that, and Miss Annette was there to help you understand and break that down, because that's what you understood in your young mind, and you accepted.
Yeah, it had an animal in it.
Yeah, it had it. That's how you accepted the Lord as your Savior at that time, because you were able to take that analogy and that lesson from the Bible and apply it to your
Yes.
life, even at that age. So, Miss Annette and David,
Yes,
if you're
thank
there,
y'all.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Abigail.
Mine is the absolute very last verse in John, the one where I don't know it word for word, but where it says many more books could have been written,
Oh yeah.
but like they only put the certain miracles in the Bible, but many
Yeah, that
not
always
even all the books in the
makes
world
me
contain
wonder.
it.
Like, what all else did he do?
Yeah.
We've even talked about that before. Like, we thought that maybe like something like how animals responded to him. Like,
Yeah,
like maybe like something like a deer might have came up to him, because a deer would probably know that that's who created them and wouldn't be scared of him. But me, and a deer's not going to come up to me, because it just wouldn't. But we were thinking that could be scenarios, like things that could happen.
yeah, because I think the verse even says that not even all the books in the world could contain all that he did,
Yeah, so that's
and I love that verse so much.
yeah, I like that too.
And my favorite people are Moses. He's my favorite man character in the Bible, besides Jesus. But he's my favorite man character. And Mary Magdalene is my
Yeah, I like her
favorite woman character. I love her so much. She's my
All
favorite.
right, Lydia.
My favorite Bible verse would probably be Matthew. I don't really know what verse it is. Is it Matthew 6:26 about the birds and how they have a place to lay their head?
That
Why
that
should you
fits
do
you,
that?
Lydia.
Sounds like it.
That fits you.
That's I like that verse.
I didn't know that.
And my
Consider
favorite,
the lilies, how they told not, neither do they spin.
I don't know. It's a long verse, and I haven't
think it's
written
Matthew
down in my
chapter 6.
Bible, but yeah, that's my favorite one. And I have a lot of favorite people I like in the Bible. I like Ruth,
Yes.
Yeah, I like her.
I do too.
Esther,
Yes.
Mhm.
Me too.
Lydia,
Of course.
Yeah, I like her too.
Yes.
Doris. I don't really
Was it Doris or Dorcas?
Dorcas.
Dorcas.
Yeah, it was Dorcas.
Oh, sorry. But from what I remember, I haven't read her story in a long time. But from what I remember, I liked her.
She's not
Moses.
very known.
Yes.
Moses.
I love Moses.
I really like the Book of Revelation as well.
That one scared me to death as a kid. Still kind of does a little bit, but
It's very interesting.
it is interesting.
I kind of like the old. This is gonna sound bad, but I kind of like the old books, like
Old Testament.
more of, like, I don't know really how to describe it, like First Kings, Second Kings, kind of, rather than the. I don't know how to describe it. Like, Kate, you know what
I kind of like the Old Testament better than the New Testament.
Yeah,
They like reading about the Old Testament. I like reading about the New Testament.
yeah,
That they just love the Old Testament.
I like the
New
stories
Testament.
in the Old Testament. Like
yeah.
I love the creation story and all that.
And like the period from like David to like that historical period is really interesting to read
That
about.
is interesting.
And
And Egypt is too.
Oh,
I really like the
Anything
woman
that
with the
deals
issue of
Egypt,
blood.
That's neat.
She's interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
We like lots of stuff.
And I mean, y'all know a lot about Bible because I mean, y'all were homeschooled and then you went to y'all were
Yeah, and we
in
teach it.
Christian
I
school.
teach it
Caitlin
at
and Abigail
GCA.
teach it. Abigail's still in a Christian school. It's online now, but you're still doing Bible classes, so y'all know a lot about the Bible. Plus, you've been in church since the
Yeah.
moment you were able to go out. So, a little bit about this last question before I ask it. Obviously, y'all sing, and you can't do anything right now because of the virus. We're kind of locked down still because Lydia has asthma and everything, and we're not going anywhere or anything. But once the virus lifts, y'all are going to be working with a producer to make a new CD. And we've already talked to him, and we're going to be working with him, and probably be in the spring of next year because we're not sure with the virus and all what's going to happen. And then you plan to go start booking dates out at churches to have y'all come and minister there in the way that God would use you. So my next question to you is, what is your goal with your music ministry that God will what? You can write it or say it, or you can.
What's your goal? Or
My goal with it is I want people to.
That's our clock.
Yeah, that's our clock that we have. I have two. I would like God to use our songs and our messages of our song. I want people to not be so caught up in our ability to sing, but pay more attention to the messages of our songs, and either get saved or they can get better with their Christian walk. Like, I would really like for people to accept the Lord as their Savior and into their heart. And then my second one is, I hope that we can be an example of to people, and that we always come off as realistic and not haughty and people think that we're better than them. I want them to be drawn to Christians and Christianity, because there ain't nothing worse than someone that's a Christian but they act mean, or they are doing everything else the world does. I really cannot stand that.
Or they think they're better.
Yeah, or they don't act any different than anyone else you see in the world. So my goal is to be a good example for people, to where they're not turned off and be like, I don't want nothing to do with them. They are just like someone else that is in the world, and that's not a Christian. So that's my goal too. That's a really big one for me. All right, Abigail.
Very good.
My goal, I would say that my goal, I have two goals like Caitlin. I saw this quote on Pinterest, and it said, make heaven crowded. And when you think about it, it kind of brings into perspective. My goal in life is I want as many people as God will let us, or me, or just my family, or anybody, I want heaven to be very full. And so I want, if it takes singing, if it takes talking, I just want people to be able to have Jesus come into their heart. And another reason is I just want to make, through our singing, I just want to make people feel better. Like, people have bad days and people can be upset about things, and I just want our singing to just make them feel better. Music has helped me so much in my life. It brightens up your mood, and I hope, our personality, we try to be someone we can relate to people, and we try to be relatable while being funny but still being serious. And so we just want to make people feel better, and help people get saved.
Y'all are 100% real.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really big to me. I try to be what you see is what you get. Really.
When
I try to be.
Yeah. So when we're on the stage, me and Caitlin actually talked about this a week ago. Me and Caitlin actually talked about this. We were talking, and we said, when we get on that stage, or when we get on that, wherever we're at, when we step onto that stage, we're real 100% through it. And then when we step off the stage, we're still real off of it. That's our thing.
And no matter who you talk to, if I want to be where, if I'm talking to someone high up in social standing, let's say the president, I want to be the same with him as I'd be with somebody homeless on the street. I want to be the same. I don't want to be any different. And I guess that is how Jesus was, but like that.
Yeah, how we act on stage is how we act in person if you were to come and talk to us. I cannot stand seeing people act one way on stage and coming down. They're the meanest things you'll ever meet. So you can be assured that what we are on stage when you come meet us, and what we are sitting on this couch right now, is how we'll act when we meet you.
But we'll still be nervous on stage, though.
Yeah, now there is nerves involved, but we're still, our values, our goals, or who we are is still the same no matter where we're at. So, if you like us doing this video, you'll like us in person, because we'll act the same way.
Hopefully.
Except that you won't fight and...
Yeah, we won't punch each other in front of you. That has to wait till home.
That looks unprofessional.
Yeah, no unprofessional.
Be professional. I'm big about professionalism. Okay, Lynn.
First thing, I have two things as well. First thing is to get people saved, because, it's kind of our job on earth.
Yeah,
Kinda
don't
why we
waste
were
your
put
time
here.
on earth being ridiculous and like
Don't waste time.
don't waste time, because when it's all over with, you're gonna go, I wish I would have done more, and then it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
The
So-
second thing is to help people during a rough time, because what if the song you were singing is just what they needed to hear in that moment, time, whatever. So you gotta be careful with the songs you choose to sing,
Yeah, that's really important.
and just to help them during a rough time. So if they hear that song and that song helps them, then you did it for a good reason.
And I think y'all have grown to learn that, just what Lydia said with the song choices over the years of singing, because y'all have all been singing since y'all were all 2 years old. And no, y'all are not the best singers or the best musicians or whatever.
I know I'm not, and that's what I was
I know
talking
I'm
about, is that I don't want it to be about my ability. I just want it to be about the song and
Exactly.
its message. It's
in
not
your heart. It's
in
your
there.
heart.
I'm not in it to get all this recognition and stuff, because I know I'm not the best, but that don't matter. It's just about helping other people.
Right, and I think that y'all have learned like that, and I've always said, let the Holy Spirit guide you in
Yes,
your
and
song
Abigail's
choices.
really good at that.
Listen, don't make it what you want at that moment, because what you need may not be what other people need.
Yeah.
You have to pray and seek God in guidance for what He needs you to do, because He knows that who's going to be listening. So that y'all have gotten a lot better about that, and you've learned through the years, and you've grown in that way. And so whatever God has in store for y'all, we will see. We don't know. But I know that He has already used y'all and will continue to use y'all, and we will find out once we're out of lockdown and can go back out into the world. But I'm excited to see what God does have in store for y'all with your music, because you do have a talent and you have hearts that are, want to serve the Lord, and I think that that's all you have to have. And you're true, you're pure, you know what you think. I mean, your hearts are pure. You love the Lord with all your hearts, and you've never looked back on it. So I'm happy about it. I'm very proud of y'all. Y'all are girl sisters, and you do fight, and you are obnoxious, and y'all drive us nuts. But y'all are good girls. We've never had any trouble out of y'all. So I think that once y'all can start going out to these churches, they're gonna be honored. It'll be an honor to be able to have y'all there, because y'all are the real deal. I mean, you just are.
Well, thank you, Mom.
You're very welcome.
Wow.
So, and anybody who meets you would know that. They would say that, because it's the truth. So yeah, y'all are the real deal, and so yeah, that's all the questions that I have. So,
Thank you, Mom.
We have went on for an hour and 22 minutes.
If you're still here,
Hi.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
If you have to
I
go
was
get a
sitting here
snack-
looking at how much time, and I was like, "Woo, we've been here for a long
And
time."
the reason
We
we
can
did
talk.
this is so that, well, it was actually one of their ideas. I don't remember who, Abigail, I think. Maybe in Lydia.
You can take the time to talk
We
about it.
we all
Yeah.
discussed together what we want to do.
Yeah.
And they'll
Their
say yes,
music
bad
is
idea.
100% them. We don't get involved. We trust them with their decisions, with the way that they dress, the way that their music that they pick. That's their talent that God's using them through. We don't do anything but transport instruments when it's time, and be there to back them 100%.
And drive us there.
And drive them
Yeah,
and do
they
all that.
drive
But we don't get involved in their business as far as their song choices or anything. That's all them. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I totally
That's like me.
forgot what I was gonna say. My mind. But yeah, when we were talking about this, I know what it was. We kind of went back and forth about it, because we thought that it would be a window into kind of who y'all are. Because that way
because-
people can know that y'all are real, y'all are normal, y'all get up there and sing, but yeah, y'all fight too. Y'all are sisters.
Yeah, and that's like this was really fun, but this is probably the only time you'll hear me talking about myself, because I cannot stand questions like where people will ask, well, what do you like, or tell me about yourself,
She gets
or
really
something like
nervous
that. I
doing
can't
those.
stand answering those
She
for
gets
some
nervous.
reason. I don't like answering them.
Because you just get so nervous.
And
But you like to hear it.
but I just get nervous answering it, because I really don't like talking about myself at all. So this it's probably going to be the only time that you will hear me talking about myself.
Well, I like Q&As because like
This was fun,
when
though.
you're listening to people talk, you can tell a lot about how people act when it's a relaxed setting and like, you know, they're not having to sing and it's not a show. Like it's like this is how we act all the time and our family can tell you that.
Yeah.
And so I think the biggest thing for me is when I listen to people sing, I want to know why they're acting the way they're acting. Like, I get really attached to singers. I just love music so much, and I like hearing why their family sings. Why do they like it so much? Why is their personality like that? And it just connection with people. I'm big on connections. I like people to communicate. I like connection, so that's a big thing for me. So I think Q&As do that pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, it was good
Yeah.
to see a little bit more about who y'all are and learn it. And I mean, as y'all continue to do this, you will. And y'all really grown in. I mean, since this virus and y'all been locked down, God has really helped y'all to grow in areas concerning your ministry. Cause
Yeah, like what we're doing right now. Before, I used to be so camera shy. I couldn't stand being on camera.
I wouldn't
But
stand
now
up
it's
here
not.
either.
I still get a little bit nervous sometimes, but it's not nowhere like it was. Like,
Yeah.
The thought of being recorded on camera just sent me into a frenzy.
She would not do it.
I didn't
sit
like
there at
it.
all.
But now that we've had to go through the corona and it's something that we needed to do, I just had to do it, and now I'm more used to it.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, 6 months ago we didn't know kind of where God was going to lead y'all, and there was days where y'all didn't know what God was going to do with y'all, with your music. And I think that y'all have gotten a little more understanding because we've all been praying about it as a family, and that we're going to see what God does with y'all, and it's all up to God.
Yeah.
What happens, and we're going to see whenever the virus goes, but y'all do plan to go out to pursue your music ministry once the virus ends and spread the word of Jesus through song. That's pretty much what the plan is for y'all now. So those listening, pray for them, pray for us.
Yeah, we're going to need it.
Yes, pray hard and continue to pray for God's guidance and what they do. And as that time comes, we'll put things on Facebook when we're ready to go out and start booking dates for churches and things. Right now, like I said, with Lydia with asthma, we can't do anything. So all of that has to wait. It's all in God's timing. So we're thinking probably maybe next spring if all is well. But anyway, we're excited about what God has in store for them.
Yeah, and thank y'all so much for listening and supporting us.
Y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. We love every single one of y'all. Even though we don't know some of you, you're still like our family, so we love you. So,
Yeah, thank you for spending your time and listening to us.
Yes, thank you.
And watching our stuff.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, we will see y'all next Friday. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.